Welcome back, everyone. We are awake. We are going to go see what the ruckus is. Who has been in there for hours, days, months, years? Where did Waka run off to? He was supposed to make us lunch. I think it's rather unfair. We still haven't really... We've eaten once since Sin destroyed Xanarkand 1,000 years ago. We have had one meal in 1,000 years. Potentially. Unless that was all a dream. Unless it wasn't real. Unless we're actually just some punk from Luca or somewhere. Wouldn't that be a twist? Wouldn't that be a twist if the entire game you were just some dude who was actually affected by Sin's toxins and you're just a guy. It's like there's a movie coming out at some point this year, I don't know which month, starring Ryan Reynolds, called Free Guy, I think, or Free... Yeah, I think it's Free Guy, where he discovers he's a background character in a video game and decides that he no longer wants to be a background character in a video game and wants to be the hero. It looks pretty funny. It looks like it could be a decent video game movie.
Such a good idea after all.
So we now have to do the Cloister of Trials. It's a puzzle-y type thing where you have to put spheres onto certain platforms in order to open doors and cause random things to move. There are a bunch of them. This is the first. It's a tutorial one, basically. I think there's, what, like 5 or 6 of them in the game? In the normal game? I think? You have to do this to get to a room where a summoner prays and gets a summon, basically. And you do all these, and eventually you get the final Aeon and you can defeat Sin. And that's the purpose of the game, is eventually we're going to help lead a summoner to try to defeat Sin. Not to spoil where this is going, but I'm pretty sure you could figure out that when there's a giant whale monster named Sin, we're going to try to defeat him. Especially because he messed with our hometown. In theory, maybe. So yeah, the whole thing consists of rooms like this. You have to figure out where to put all of these spheres, and that's that. It's not complicated. But sometimes the spheres do things, sometimes they don't, and you have to get different spheres. So we got a destruction sphere. Each one of these also has a special or a hidden one. You have to use the destruction sphere in a certain place. It'll blow up a thing, and you'll get a treasure chest. I can't remember if it's an Aeon or a Celestial, the best weapon you get. I can't remember which one of those is required, or like, so you have to get all of the treasure chests. I can't remember what it is that you get, but you have to actually get all of the hidden treasures in each of the temples in order to get one of them. I don't remember what it is. We're probably not going to find out because it's not going to matter, because we're not going to go for all the special hidden content and whatnot. So we're already a little bit stuck, hey? If I'm remembering right, you can actually touch one of these glyphs that's already on the walls, and I'm just not doing it because I couldn't remember that that's what you're supposed to do. Because I'm really smart, and also not at all. But we'll figure it out eventually, and I'm just gonna keep talking and stalling until we do. Like, I thought you had to push that into the wall. Aha, we can touch symbols. Perfect. What's that going to do for us? Hopefully something. Ah. Well, that looks very special. Found a Besaid. Okay. So what I think we have to do is put the destruction sphere in that, and we can put the Besaid sphere in the one that we currently have the destruction sphere in, and then we open up the path and we're good to go. I think putting this in here is going to blow up that wall on the left that we saw before. Aha. See, I figured it out eventually. Like, it took a little bit. That's just because I don't remember all these puzzles that well. So this is optional. You don't have to do this, but you should do it, and we're going to try to do it, because why not? Why wouldn't you want things? Also, that's going to be a weapon of a character for a while. Because it's a better weapon than she gets initially. It has stat boosters. I don't remember what they are. I think like maybe health plus 3% or something. It's better is the point. So I was right. You did have to push this. You just had to blow up the wall. Move the pedestals. Okay. It's a straightaway, but you can reset all of these. The game doesn't let you soft lock, or at least not easily. It always gives you an option to reset. There's one in particular that you have to actually reset in order to beat the puzzles. It's weird. It's, at least if I remember right, you have to. It's the ice one, which is actually, it's kind of a complicated setup. You have to rebuild a bridge, and you have to get 3 of those pedestals into certain places with certain spheres on them. It's a whole thing. It's going to take us a little bit, but we're nowhere near there. We are probably 30 plus episodes away from that, I think. If I'm remembering the sequence of events correctly. It's a long ways away. Anyway, Waka also either figured out the puzzle or just followed us because he's a jerk. And now we're going to the Chamber of the Faith, I think it's called. I wasn't paying attention.
What are you doing here?
Here are Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, it's just...
Just blame us, Waka, it's fine. We ran in,
See, I told you she gets mad easy.
That guy is a Ronso, which is a race in this franchise. They live in the mountains.
Who are you?
She makes a valid question right there. So the reason we're not supposed to be in here is because it can anger the faith and like kill the summoner who is currently in there praying for an Aeon, a summon. The summoner basically has to be like accepted by the faith in order for that to happen. And wow, coincidentally, as soon as we got in here, it worked. Oh, we get the good graphics for this. Where everyone looks like more Asian than they normally look. It's weird. It's like a dissonance between the cutscenes and the worst cutscenes / gameplay. The in-engine ones and the pre-rendered ones. Like, the characters do not look the same facially at all. And they could have fixed that in the remaster too, but they didn't for some reason. I do not know why. But who am I to question? So this is Yuna. She is the summoner, as she just told us. And I spoiled a little bit, but the subtitles also spoiled it, so there you are. She is the daughter of a previous summoner called Braska,
And here I was thinking summoners were all
whose statue
demons.
is there, I think, somewhere. To our right, I believe. I think he's the one on the right there. He's somewhere. He's important. Oh, look at that. We got a different camera angle. Something's going to happen. Something's going down. We are never going to see this camera angle again for that area.
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
Oh, so we're going to see something
Can't
cool.
see anything.
Ready?
Go on, Yuna. Do your thing.
Okay.
She's going to do a dance for us. She's going to do her summon. which luckily does not take this long when you do it in battle all the time. You can make sure that, so there's a full sequence and a short sequence. You only have to see the full sequence once, and then you can make it be the short one, which we were absolutely going to do, because I like using Aeons, and they take a while to actually, like, appear. This is Valifor, I think. We can name all our Aeons too. We're not gonna, because I like the lore names. I don't want to call them anything else. Pretty sure this is Valifor. If I'm wrong on a name, don't hate me too much. It's been months since I recorded this footage, and prior to recording this footage, it had been years since I'd played this game. A couple of years. 3, 4? I don't know. When did it come out on PS3 Remaster? That's when it was last played.
I had never seen anything like it in my life.
I would hope not.
Sure, it was a little scary, but still,
But it's also a giant bird.
I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
So she summoned it just to sit there, and then did nothing. And it's just like, well, I'm leaving now.
I remember that night we talked for the first time.
I would hope so.
I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed.
Dun dun dun.
For everyone.
You are included in everyone, Titus. You're not special. I mean, he is the special, but he's not special.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad. I let him
That's
on the team.
one way to spin that.
His memory's
We
a
are
little
the best
fuzzy,
player on the team,
don't
but,
mind
you
him
know,
if he
sure,
says anything
whatever.
odd. Come on, say hi.
Say yo, hey again. Do it, Titus. Do it, you coward.
Hi guys.
Wow, they are unenthusiastic. That is a terrible, terrible goal.
Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory. To win every match, defeat every opposing team.
That's a good goal.
To bring the Crystal Cup
I mean, you
to
set
our
goals
island.
that
That's all we need to do to win.
if you set high goals, you're gonna improve your performance regardless. That's like, I think, statistically proven. Like, if you set low goals, people may not even achieve those. Even trying their quote unquote best. But if you set higher goals, even unattainable goals, they're still gonna try harder to meet them, and they're gonna exceed what that lower goal was, that lower threshold. It's just it's like a mental Jedi trick, whatever.
Stay away from the summoner.
You're a bad man.
Lady Una.
What did we do? We didn't
But it was real.
we didn't do anything bad except like completely violate their entire religious belief system. So, you know, it's fine.
Thank you so much for your help.
We did nothing. We literally did nothing. I don't know why she's thanking us.
Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of
Like only a touch.
Oh no, I was overcome.
You were in there for like a day.
I saw that Aeon.
They're both very
That's
awkward
amazing.
people.
Really? Do you think I can become high summoner?
Maybe, you know. We don't know what that means at this point. You don't know what that means either. You can probably guess. You can probably infer what that means, but it's the one that gets to fight Sin.
Tomorrow, then.
Spoilers.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Are we?
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
We
Same
can
boat.
Talk more.
Huh.
Is he going for a high five? I think he was going for a high five.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
How did she know that, though?
She's cute.
Waka, did you tell?
Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
This dialogue happens pretty much regardless. I think one of those lines gets changed, but it's basically the same thing.
Let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Spoiler alert, this linear game, this linear storytelling game, your choices don't matter. Especially in like simple dialogue like that. If that surprises you, welcome to your first video game. Congratulations on jumping aboard. Titus still hasn't eaten, from what we've seen. I think we can guess that he's eaten at this point, but we don't know it. We don't know for sure. This is just a weird dream. This is not a flashback. All the other grainy footage like this has been flashbacks. This isn't one. Although it kinda is partly one.
You really sure this is okay?
But it's mostly just a dream.
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Yeah, you know, we'll travel back 1,000 years in the past. This is just, it's just a weird, this is just weird. This is so weird.
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did.
He did?
He did.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Oh, okay, Riku.
Hey, stop dreaming.
See, this is where the flashback part comes in.
Woman, you can't even catch a ball.
Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, what's the
Now they're gone. He's crying. And now they're there. It's so weird. It's so bizarre.
the only thing you're good for?
I told you this game has a lot of Titus daddy issues.
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you.
So Jack does that like neck crank so often. It's like they didn't animate a whole lot for him because he's like not that major of a character,
He's dead, okay? Dead.
or that model's not used that often, so they didn't animate a whole lot. He does that thing like all the time. You'll notice it.
He does look a lot like Chapu.
Oh, look at that. We got the good cutscenes.
The first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu.
And they're playing the pronoun game because we had to pick our character's name. And I think the storytelling and the dialogue would have been a lot better if they didn't let us do that.
Excuses again?
Yeah,
I can't... this looks so good, though. Like,
Enough, Waka.
when this game first came out on PS2 and then the PS3 came out, and I was like, man, what if they remade this game in this graphics? Because they totally can now that we have HD. And they didn't do that at all. But it still looks pretty good.
scary. So, who's Chapu?
We're going to find important stuff out here.
Chapu. It looked like you.
We get to see
He's dead.
a still model of Chapu later, and I don't see the resemblance, I gotta say.
Fought Sin last year. He didn't make it.
So Waka, along with a terrible blitzball team, also has a dead brother.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
I actually forgot that, oh, he's a guardian, right? I was like, you're not a crusader, and then I was like, those are different words. I'm just dumb.
My brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time.
Oh?
I know it kind of looks like I'm...
Oh, yes, you are. You absolutely are. My guy. You're like, you strangled us in the water, and we're like, you're joining our blitzball team.
What?
We don't owe him anything.
You really...
He hasn't helped us at all.
What I mean is...
He has done nothing for us so far. As far as we know, he has not even fed us once. Alright, so that's it this episode. See you next time.